Lebanon's parliament has elected the army chief, Joseph Aoun, to be the country's new president. This marks an end to years-long political stalemate and presidential vacuum. The US-supported army chief was voted president after 2 rounds of voting. This followed strong efforts by Saudi Arabia and the United States to garner support for Aoun, who has close ties with both Washington and Riyadh. After he was declared president, Aoun effectively stepped down as army chief. He arrived in parliament to be sworn in dressed in civilian clothing. This move highlights the diminished influence of the Iran-backed Hezbollah group following its devastating war with Israel. In his acceptance speech, Aoun declared that a new phase in Lebanon's history has begun. He pledged to address the country's economic and political crises and promised to centralize weapon control under the state's authority, referencing Hezbollah's arsenal. Aoun also committed to rebuilding southern Lebanon and other areas damaged by Israel and preventing future Israeli attacks.
وبحرا ويمنع التهريب ويحارب الإرهاب ويحفظ وحدة الأراضي اللبنانية ويطبق القرارات الدولية ويحترم اتفاق الهدنة ويمنع الاعتداءات الإسرائيلية على الأراضي اللبنانية.
Aoun secured 99 votes from the 128-seat parliament to win the presidency in a second round of voting on Thursday afternoon. Before this, there were 12 failed attempts to elect a president over the last 2 years. US Ambassador Lisa Johnson, attending the session, expressed her contentment with the election results. Moreover, with just 17 days remaining in the ceasefire, international pressure increased for a successful outcome. The Lebanese army is set to deploy alongside UN peacekeepers in South Lebanon as the Israeli army withdraws, with the 60 days ending on January 26. Aoun faces the challenge of overseeing the ceasefire and appointing a prime minister to implement reforms required by international creditors to address Lebanon's worst economic crisis. Bureau Report, NewsX.